Hi, it's Greg Oliver again. I wanted to just talk to you for a few minutes about the benefit of incorporating physical exercise into your recovery. That might seem like, to some of you, maybe a no-brainer, but to others is like, what's the connection? Really, there's a lot that happens physically, chemically, as we probably know, having studied human physiology in high school, in our bodies when we get exercise. And when you are walking a recovery path, it's important that we have those positive things that are happening on a chemical and a physical basis. And so I just want to encourage you, if you're not particularly physically active, as a part of the processes that you're putting in place in your life, consider finding some ways that work for you. Now, I'm not saying that if you're pretty out of shape that you should go and immediately start trying to run a half a marathon. But there are just simple things every day. If you work at some place where you ride an elevator, consider taking the stairs. You know, don't take 10 minutes at Target finding the closest parking place. Go ahead and park farther away so that you're walking more. I mean, just simple things like that. Walking more than riding, standing more than sitting, getting up and just kind of getting outside, getting up from the couch and walking, you know, taking the dog out for a short walk. Little things like that, just in general, are going to help you to feel better. And when we feel better, that is beneficial and that contributes to all the healthy things that we're trying to incorporate in the other processes in our lives. Now, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because I know very well, because this is part of my experience, that there are going to be those of you watching for whom there is overlap between your physical activity and your exercise community, and maybe some aspects of your addiction, some of the acting out activities and behaviors that you are involved in. So of course you have to be mindful of that. You have to be careful. If you're going to therapy, if you're in community, if you have a sponsor, make sure that you're talking through these things and doing them in a way that's smart, that's wise. You know, when I'm recording this video, it's toward the end of the summer. And in the summer in Birmingham, Alabama, there's a lot of people out there running, and there's not as many clothes being worn as there are at other times of the year. If you're a runner and that's a trigger for you, you need to be mindful of that. You need to understand that if there are places where you go where there are people out there that are going to trigger your addiction, then you need to consider running somewhere else, or running at a different time of the day, or maybe looking into a different type of activity. I know some people's addiction really had a lot of fuel from going to a particular gym. If that's a trigger for you, then don't go to a gym, or go to a different gym. You know, just things that you need to be mindful of. It's rare that we get from I'm feeling fine to, whoa, what happened? I'm acting out just that quickly. There are definite steps that we take, and as we're walking through life, as you're walking through life, just stay on top of how you're feeling. Stay on top of what's going on. Am I going to exercise to run away from something I don't want to deal with, or am I doing it just to enhance? Am I wanting to just contribute to my general well-being? And that's something that's best done in community and not just by yourself. But you know, having said that, find something that you enjoy. Set a goal for yourself. If you have been maybe sort of a novice jogger, pick a 5K and register for it. Take some time, you know, look at a couch to 5K or a couch to 10K program. It's a great way, potentially, of even meeting up with a community of people that you can have some really positive influence on, and who can have positive influence on you. There's no end to the list of the potential benefits of just being more physically active, and how that can overlap in a positive way in the other things that you're doing in recovery.